I built an AI system that let me send personalized WhatsApp message, handle reply, book call, and qualify lead completely on autopilot. So last night, while I was sleeping, it had 47 conversation and book 6 call this morning. This is either the future of outreach or I don't know, I might just be banned from this WhatsApp forever. So let me show you what happened, okay? Before you say this is unethical, people will hate this. You're having business conversation over with an AI. Let me show you what actually happened, okay? So, in the WhatsApp conversation, here's what I had. So the person would reply to say one of my hook messages. The hook message is essentially a general message that I have kind of set up where it take interest from the person. So it was just a really simple message. It goes, "Hey, this is Quan. Uh, I help people to get 5 to 10 qualified appointment every single month through SMS. Would you be open for a call?" Very, very, very simple messages. And what the algorithm would do is wait for a person to reply. So what I had is I had to say wait for reply. Once I have that wait for reply, then it will goes, "Hey, this is blah blah blah." Let me see if I can pull this up and share one of the conversation with you guys. Um, boom. Uh, yeah. So I can't get up, but basically what this has is it show my whole conversation, the reply to it, and then my bot would ask a general qualifying question. Would be like, "Oh, what type of client you're looking for?" Or, "Oh, um, how long have you this have how long have you had this problems?" Those type of things kind of give me a general idea of who what type of prospecting I'm doing. So from there, they would go, oh, they would just say something. The AI would just analyze that message, feed it in ChatGPT, or yeah, I was using ChatGPT for WhatsApp, feed it in ChatGPT, and that would generate out an appropriate response, put it out, back out, and send it to the person. Very, very, very basic bot, really, really simple. And at the end, I prompt ChatGPT to say move this to a booking. So WhatsApp an agreed time, ChatGPT would just put in the booking, and then boom. That's basically the whole thing. So people would think that they're talking to me. The AI that I prompted to be, they're polite, they're helpful, they answer question, and they only book call which genuinely interests people. And like I said, I've trained this AI to essentially look at different perspectives. So different qualifying question. There are three main qualifying question that I would ask. The first one is what type of client you're looking for. The second one is how long have you had this problem? And the last one would be if you don't have this problem anymore, what things will you be able to do? If they actually answer honestly those three questions, they are a qualified client. Some people can be a bit less niche. They can be like, oh, um, what's your name? What's your phone number? What's your email? Those could be a qualifying question. Okay. So the result that I've done with this, it's better than anything I've done manually because the AI algorithm learns. It learns from the last message to the next message. We just keep that kind of information into a data. And once I've learned what type of response it need to book a call, it would follow the same sequence. So before um, I show you how I built this, let me tell you why I tried this experiment in the first place. Okay, so 2 months ago, I was spending 45 hours every single day on outreach. It was taking up most of my time. I mean, that was fine when I was in summer. I was, you know, just going about with my day doing outreach. But as school approaches, especially with my major right now, there's zero time for me to do anything. Like, let alone taking this time to record this video right now. It take a lot of time to be committed to that major. So the sending message every day, responding to reply, scheduling call, answering call, and qualifying question, close, um, just answering normal question every single day just doesn't work anymore. I mean, sure, I was making money, I was making decent money, but I was completely burnt out. I was wrecked. And I felt like I was just a human robot, just copying messages, saying the same stuff every single day, all day, over and over again. Like my day structure would be the same every single moment, every single day. Just wake up, hit the gym, send messages, take calls, and those all typically most of those calls are always the same. They ask the same question, they do the same qualifying thing, and I would just pitch them all the same. So I thought, why not I just build a robot that can actually do it? Because all of the tasks I'm doing are repetitive. So I started researching ChatGPT AI, Claude AI, automation tool, WhatsApp integration, um, was it Telegram automation, everything that has API in it. And everyone said it was essentially impossible because phone number will ban you, WhatsApp will ban you. That's what they think. And AI can't. They think that AI can't handle a real conversation. People will know that it's fake. People know that it's fake. But now look on Instagram. Look at Instagram Reels. Every single video you think is real, it can probably be AI. There are the only thing that you can tell is really good AI to bad AI. That's it. We're at a point where we can no longer tell which video is real and which video is not anymore. So I decided to test it. Um, like I said, the worst case scenario that would come to me is I waste a weekend learning something new. And the best case, I built a system that run my entire outreach while I take calls and closing deal. Okay. And that, like I said, it worked better than I thought. So here's how it actually worked. Let me break down the exact system that I built. So this is technical, but I'll keep it simple, right? So component one, the first component you need is WhatsApp Business API. This is the official API from WhatsApp that lets you send and receive messages pro, pro, you can program how you send and receive messages. I was just looking up the different definition of this, but you need to apply for access. But once you have, it's really, really simple. All you really need to do is prove that you have a business. To prove that you have a business address, you need your business ENID and maybe a website. It just depends on what they ask for you. But all all they need to know is that you have a business and that's it. So this is essentially different from regular WhatsApp. It's designed for businesses that and it doesn't have the same restriction as a personal account. So this is what big company use to message you on WhatsApp. These are the type of ad that you see on your WhatsApp. It's from the business WhatsApp Business API. And then next, you go onto make.com, okay? This is the automation platform that I use. It connects WhatsApp to essentially everything else. Um, the way that make.com work, it serve as a third party that holds everything together. Just think of it as the glue. So you have just have different part of a project, and if you want to put it together, you need something to glue it together so it functions. So essentially, that what make.com is essentially very, very simple. Go on make.com, create your account, blah 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 blah, pay for subscription, um, and this will serve as the data, like the main base for everything. Okay. Component three, Claude AI. So this is the AI that actually write response. So I choose Claude AI instead of ChatGPT is because it is the best writing module out there. That's the best writing module. So it has professionally sounding and human sounding response because it is better at writing, maintaining context, and essentially it's just better at sounding natural over like long conversation. Like if you send um something to ChatGPT like, oh, write me an email for a professor, it's gonna sound very, very programmatic. But in uh Claude, and make it sound kind of fluent. The writing style is just different. But like I said, you could use ChatGPT 4 too, but I found that Claude is more reliable and the message is just better. Four, component four, the Airtable database, okay? So this store all my conversation history and the lead status, and the AI essentially reference to this to personalize response. Something that I can also use is a high level. High level also have this feature, but their AI integration is a little bit weird. So it might just take a little bit more time for you to figure out if you already have high level, but try out Airtable if you don't. Lastly is Calendly, which this is the platform that I use to book all my calls on. Pretty simple to use. You create a calendar in there, link that to your main Google Calendar, and then every single time someone go in, um, book something or your AI book something, it will go right into your calendar. Simple as that. So here is essentially how all of them work together. So the first initial messages are sent and I manually uploaded from my contact list, so it's sent through that. I just have a message type out already, a script, and then the person reply. The WhatsApp API sent the message to make.com. The make.com triggers a full contact info from Airtable and the conversation history that we might have had in the past to send to Claude API. And the API generate a personalized response based on the context of all reaching out to old client or new client. Very, very simple. And then the response is sent through make.com, sent back into WhatsApp, and then it just repeats. And then every single time you reply, it just repeat it. And the AI handle the entire conversation until a call is booked or a person opt out. So you can have something like, oh, stop to opt out or blah 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 like that. You don't have to put the stop to opt out in your message. When people say stop or you're annoyed, oftentimes you can feed that conversation to Claude AI with the context. You're like, if this person responded negatively, depending on the conversation, please remove them from the thing. And then it will generate a response to say, oh, this person is a false lead or something like that. Send that back into false. Send that to make.com. Now, which is remove them out of the loop and then send them back to WhatsApp. Simple as that. And the system run 24/7. So if someone messages you at 2 a.m., the AI responds to it within essentially, I don't know, 10 to 20 seconds. And that's pretty much it for how you would create this. Um, so before I go, let me give you some couple tips on this. First, the AI training process. This is really important because you need to have the AI to have the uh, essential component for it to understand what type of context that you have. So you can feed an old conversation, your script, anything that you sent to your employees, or you can even feed it a closing video of you closing someone, so you can understand the context of what you're selling, stuff like that. So if you don't, then you can answer these questions on your own and you feed it to your AI. So what question do people ask, and how do I respond to those questions? What objection come up from it, and how do I handle those objections? And what do I do to push for a call, or when to push for a call? So oftentimes I would just put, oh, if I get 3 yeses in a row, I would just push for a call. That's a 3 yes clause. So that's pretty much how I kind of program my Claude, and that's pretty much it for this video. And I hope you try it out. It's been awesome for me, and hope it is for you too. But other than that, if you want a system that I built to get 510 qualified client automatically through SMS, WhatsApp, all the platform, check out my course below. It's the Auto Seller Generation course, and that will show you all of the data that I have and everything I've built in the last 2 years to get a client. Other than that, later.